my channel. It's exploring ASMR. If you have joined me in today's video, I am so happy to see you. In today's video, I have a cook with me along with. I just have a very light haul to show you here. It is not everything. It is just the stuff that is not cold. So I thought that I would add in a little groceries along with the cooking. So if you would like tonight's video, if you could please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It is always so greatly appreciated. But let's get started. Hey guys, today we're going to make sausage kale soup. Here I am just cutting open the sausage to add in my already hot pan. I'm just adding some olive oil in there, and then I will just add in all of the ground sausage. I do apologize for this angle. I tried a bunch of different angles and nothing was getting the right angle, so I'm going to try it. If you guys do enjoy the recipe, I will try to do a better angle next time. But here I am just adding in all of that ground sausage. And I had to go wash my hands. Now I'm just trying to break it up. It was just in that like bowl, so you just have to ground it up. Ground. You gotta kind of put some effort into it. And I'm just trying to break that up, and now I am going to go in with my real salt and salt the sausage. And then I am looking for the ground pepper. And I'm just going to put the black pepper in there. I'm just kind of eyeballing it and just mixing that to make sure that gets all in every piece of the sausage. This is such a good fall meal for like the cold weather. If you enjoy soups, it is filled with a lot of veggies, and it's just going to make you feel good. I am looking for a bowl for some reason. I just totally forgot where our bowls were at this moment. So I'm just trying to look for a bowl. I found one, and you're supposed to take the sausage out once it's cooked and put it in a separate bowl. And it did say to keep the whatever grease is left, to keep it in the pan so that any veggies you put in there, it will give it some more flavor. So I'm just trying to get every piece out of there and put it in this separate bowl. Once I did that, I am going to grab this yellow onion, and yes, it is already cut because time. I hate sitting there and chopping veggies, and I just use a couple handfuls of the onions because Greg doesn't like onions, but the recipe did call for it. And then I'm just taking these red, yellow, and green peppers, bell peppers, always use more or less, whatever your taste buds, whatever you want to do. And then I'm just going to mix this all together. Kind of just saute it. Saute it. Just getting that nice and cooked. Here I am going to try to show you what it looks like in the pan, but I was so nervous that my phone was gonna drop in there. So it's not the best view, but you get the point. Here I'm just going to add the whole can of coconut milk. Trying to get every drop out. And then right after that, I'm going to add in fire roasted tomatoes. It calls for the whole can as well. So I'm just dumping that in there. Then I'm taking chicken broth and you're going to dump the whole thing as well. The whole entire container. Trying to get that in there without splashing everywhere. Splashing everywhere. Again, this is the chicken broth. And then you have to squeeze in a half of lemon in there. Just the half of lemon in there. Then I'm going to take my spoon and just mix that all together. Now I am going to put in cooked noodles, but the only reason why I cooked them was because they were bigger than what the recipe called for. So I just cooked them for like 3 to 5 minutes to soften them. But if you use the correct size noodles, you should be fine. You won't need to do this step. But I'm just adding those all in there. And these are the type of noodles I used. They're just a random gluten-free noodle that are very good. Very, very good. Again, I'm just mixing everything together. And once this is done mixing, you need it to sit there for like 10 minutes, but I am going to add my own garlic powder to it. Wasn't lying when I said I loved garlic. And I did decide to add in some more salt to it. But again, that is your own preference. Then I'm just going to again mix it all together. There's a lot of mixing going on. Now I'm going to just destem all of this kale while this soup is simmering. This is what it looks like right now. It still has to start to get to a boil, but it's getting there. Now this was after 10 minutes. You can see it's really cooking, really cooking. It's looking really good and the house is smelling so good at this point. Then you're just going to add your ground sausage. That was a very sketchy way of adding it. I was very nervous, but it all worked out. Just So the first thing that I have here are these simple mills, seed and nut flour sweet thins. This is their honey cinnamon, and these are so incredibly good. If you like, what are they called? Honey grams or honey bears? What are they called? The little cookie bears. I'm drawing a blank. This is what they taste like, and they're a much better version of them. The ingredients in Simple Meals is extremely clean. If you take a look at the recipe, you can tell there's nothing sketchy in them. The ingredient that makes them crunchy is actually watermelon seed, which is pretty crazy, but I am so addicted to these. They have a few different flavors, but this seems to be my favorite one. These are gluten-free, gluten-free, and I want to say, let me take a look. There is no dairy in this as well, so I'm just triple checking. Actually, no, it looks like there's cream of tartar in here, which is crazy. Is that dairy? I don't know. I don't see anything about dairy free, but these are so good. They look like this. They have like the perfect crunch, but then they melt in your mouth. So good. And then I have another Simple Mills. These are their farmhouse cheddar crackers, flour crackers, and they're very good. I like to eat these with like my tuna. Again, the best ingredients in all their products that they make. It says only purposeful ingredients, nothing artificial ever. And you can find these at a lot of different stores. The only con about these is they don't give you a whole lot, but you always get what you pay for. So good. If you find Simple Meals, everything that I've had from them has always been really good. The next thing that I have is this. This is spaghetti squash. This thing is like, this is hard. I saw this recipe that said that you can like slice this in half, and take out the seeds, and then in the middle put a little bit of feta cheese and some cherry tomatoes and bake this in the oven, and then the squash gets super soft, like noodles kind of, and the feta and the cherries get melted, the cherry tomatoes get melted in, and it's supposed to be so good. So I'm going to try that tonight, actually. So this is the spaghetti squash. I'll let you guys know how that turns out. This is the first time that I'm making it, so I'm not sure. But I saw someone make it, and I was like, that looks so good, and it's healthy, so I gotta try it at least once. The next thing that I have here is some Starbucks K-Cups. This is the is Umadra. It's their Sumatra that says notes of rich herbs and rustic spice. And this is like the darkest, the lightest, and it looks like it's more on the dark side, which that is the type of coffee that I like. I like more of a dark roast. I know everyone's so different with that, but it took me a while to realize, like, I would get coffee, so I'm like, why don't I really like this? I like coffee when I go to Starbucks. I always like the coffee, and I realized that it's really just a dark roast that I need. So I have one of these K-cups every morning. This comes in a pack of 22. Usually I like to buy my coffee in like big bulk so that I don't have to worry about it. Thing that I have here are the Siete grain-free tortilla chips. These are their dairy-free nacho, and every single thing that I've had from Siete is so good. These are one of my favorite chips. They have a lot of flavor, like more flavor than you would think. They have a lot of seasoning on the chip, and these don't taste like a Dorito. Like, you're not gonna get that Dorito taste. Doritos are they just filled with a bunch of stuff, so they taste good, but these have really good seasoning on them. These are vegan. I'm not vegan, just saying what it says on there. And it is made with avocado oil, so I just feel better eating these. And they have a bunch of different kinds. I've tried a lot of them. Scratching. As you can see, it has the Lair family on the back here. They're a family-owned business, and it's just a really good brand to support and eat. Because the thing that I have, or the next grocery item that I have, is this cherry juice. This is 100% tart cherry juice. I love this stuff. What I like to do is take my sparkling water and then put about like 6 to 8 ounces, add 6 to 8 ounces of this in there, and add a little bit of ice, and it makes the perfect drink. So good. There's no added sugar in it, it's just straight cherry. This tart cherry juice provides nutrients known to help maintain a healthy immune system, support healthy sleep, and assist with healthy recovery. It is an antioxidant solution. We use nothing but the best Mount Mercery tart cherries, which are grown right in the backyard of the coastal shores of Lake Michigan. So I like it to mix this sometimes at night, and like it says, it's supposed to aid in sleep. Which honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys something crazy. I was drinking size is 1.5, so it's actually like 35 grams.